On July 7th, 2012, my 19-year-old daughter was murdered. She very much had a social justice focus. She wanted to make the world better for people who had less than others and who were marginalized in some ways. And I think through her work at the United Way, I think she could envision herself someday being like the executive director of a United Way somewhere. I think she was really passionate about people who are marginalized. It's hard to live post-trauma, like there's no question. My life is completely different than it was before. I am very different than who I was before. But I can still have a good life if I figure out what that means and what experiences and people to put into that. And I don't think we talk about that enough in the mental illness, mental health world. We don't talk about how people can purposefully construct a life that still has meaning and still has pleasure and still has engagement. And to me, that's what therapeutic recreation can do, and that's what I hope this scholarship sort of furthers the skill of practitioners and also the body of knowledge that supports that work. After my daughter was killed, I returned to knitting, and it was a very meditative, kind of soothing, agitation and anxiety managing practice. And in hindsight, I think leisure kind of saved me in some ways. And I really wanted to bring that to the foreground for my field of practice. And so that has been the focus of my writing for the last 10 years is trauma-informed practice. How do we help people who have a mental illness that probably won't go away live a great life in spite of having a mental illness? That mental illness doesn't mean the end of everything. And so now that I'm retiring, it's kind of like, all right, I want Maddie's legacy of service to people who need supports to continue. As a bereaved mother, I want Maddie's life to continue to matter, because even though it ended at age 19, she has I think her life would have made a tremendous difference in the world. And so this is one way to create this scholarship. And so I kind of felt like the scholarship was a beautiful marriage of my interests and my experience in the aftermath of losing her, and her experience and her identity as a human being. It kind of blends together. And so I decided I wanted to support graduate students who would expand the body of knowledge about how to live well with mental illness, because I want people to know that whatever has happened to you, it's just a piece of who you are. It's not everything that defines you.